Hi everyone, this video is going to be for MAC's upcoming Vera collection. This releases February 16th in stores and will release probably February 13th or 14th online. As always, please check allurabeauty.com for in-depth reviews, photographs, and swatches. And this collection has a brand new product, which is the Pearl Matte Face Powders. Alright, let's move on to the products and the colors. So here's the new product, the Pearl Matte Face Powders. There are two of them and they are $28 each. On the left you have Sunday Afternoon, and on the right you have Flower Fantasy. As you can see, it has this design on them, and it has the Vera signature and ladybug embossed into the pan. Starting with Sunday Afternoon, I'll swatch the colors individually for you, just in case you want to use them. MAC suggests that you can use them as eyeshadows also. So this is that main pink color, and as you can see, it has very poor pigmentation. It barely even transfers onto my skin. I will pick up some more product and try to layer it to show you. Alright, so I really dug this brush into that color. This is supposed to be a bright, clean pink, but it doesn't transfer very well onto the skin, which worries me because if you want to use this as a blush, it's going to be hard. If this dense eyeshadow brush doesn't pick up the product, then how is a blush brush going to? But we'll look at those swatches in a second. Next is the clean, bright fuchsia color, and I did get some of that silver onto the brush. Again, it just doesn't seem to be showing up very well. Hopefully when the colors are blended together, you'll be able to see it better on the skin. And here's the highlighting color, this soft pale pink with white pearls. This transfers much better onto the skin. It would make a great highlighting color. Alright, so there are the swatches individually. And now using a blush brush, this is all the colors blended together. So you do get a slightly pink highlighting shimmery effect. Now, to be fair, I think MAC does intend this to be more of a highlighting color. So for that purpose, I guess it doesn't need to be that pigmented. And it is a very beautiful pearlescent finish that you get. But if you're looking for color, or if you're looking for a product that works both as a blush and a highlighter, then this probably wouldn't be for you because the pink sheen that you get there is very, very light. Moving on to Flower Fantasy, this is the pale coral color with a slight gold pearl to it. This one shows up a little better, and this is over an eyeshadow primer since MAC says that you can use these as an eyeshadow. This is the slightly blue pale pink color. It's mostly the silver shimmer that gets picked up on the brush. I'll try again to get this pink to show up a little more. Okay, still that pink doesn't show up very well, it's mostly just the silver there. And this is the soft pale salmon color. Again, a very beautiful highlighting color. But I don't think that used individually, these two colors would work very well as eyeshadows. And here's Flower Fantasy with all the colors blended together, and using a blush brush. You do get a, again, beautiful sheen to the skin, sort of a silver pearlescence, and a hint of salmony pink. Next are the three new Plush Glass colors. These are $19.50 each. From left to right, you have Confetti, On a Holiday, and Butterfly Dream. Fashion Fanatic and Pretty Plush are also promoted in this collection, but Fashion Fanatic is a re-promoted color and Pretty Plush is actually a permanent color in the MAC line. Alright, so on to swatches. This is Confetti. And Plush Glasses are supposed to plump the lips. Confetti is a bright corally orange color with pearls. These come with doe foot applicators. This is On a Holiday. This is a bright but sheer pink color with blue pearls in it. Plush Glasses are usually sheer in color. And third is Butterfly Dreams. This is a mid-tone violet color, also with blue pearls. Alright, and to see how these colors look on the lips, please go to the blog and see the photos that are included with the reviews. Here's the Crushed Metallic Pigment set in Aloha. All these Crushed Metal Pigment sets are $34 each. The colors, top to bottom, left to right, are Lantern Light, Campfire, Shifting Sands, and Aloha. I'll first swatch these dry over the eyeshadow base, and then foiled. So first is Lantern Light, and this is a metallic gold bronze. And here's that same color foiled. You get a little more of that orange tint when you foil this color, but it still actually has a translucence to it. Next is Campfire, which is a rich copper. Here's Campfire foiled. Has more of a mercury metallic finish to it. Next is Shifting Sands, and this is a metallic champagne. This has much larger chunks of glitter than the other colors so far. Here's Shifting Sands foiled. Doesn't have a very flattering finish. It looks a little melted. So even though I don't like the chunky glitters, I do prefer it over this sort of finish. Although I think maybe when it dries, it will have a more appealing sheen to it. And fourth is Aloha. And this is a dirty cocoa brown color. And here's the same color foiled. Again, you get a wet finish, but this is much more appealing than I think this color here, which also seems to bunch up in certain places. Here is the Crushed Metal Pigment set in Strawberry Patch. This color is Star Crystal, Rose Light, Strawberry Patch, and Moon Rose. First is Star Crystal, which is a very light pink champagne. This one also has large glitters, but the finish is much nicer than the color that we saw before. Here's the same color foiled. The intensity of the silver finish actually seems to die down when you foil this color, maybe because it makes it a more liquidy texture. Next is Rose Light. And this is a metallic yellow-based pink color. Color payoff isn't great in terms of that pink hue there. And here is Rose Light applied with a dampened brush. So a little deeper hue of pink, but color payoff doesn't improve that much. Next is Strawberry Patch. And this is, Max is a light blue pink, but it's definitely more of a purple-based or violet-based pink, and as you can see, there are just ginormous chunks of silver glitter in this color, and it makes for a very patchy, uneven finish and application. Here's the color foiled. So again, it's very bumpy on the surface and uneven. In the pan, you can just see that it's just chunks of pigment and glitter. So it looks unflattering both in the jar and on the skin applied. Fourth is Moon Rose. And this is a bright, dark pink color. Now this doesn't have large chunks of glitter, but for some reason it is also applying unevenly. I'm going to pick up more pigment just to make sure it wasn't uneven on the brush. So I did notice that even when picking up the color and pressing it into the lid, it seems to bunch up. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It isn't hot, it's actually very cold where I am. So unfortunately this color also has an uneven finish despite it being fairly finely milled. Here's Moon Rose applied with a dampened brush. So again, uneven in finish, which is unfortunate because this is an absolutely beautiful color. It's this very vibrant rose, metallic rose color with this hint of maroon. I just wish that that finish were opaque and even. And third, we have Butterfly Party. So the colors are Butterfly Party, Desert Cloud, Raindrop, and Moss Garden. So first is Butterfly Party. This is a bright, deep lilac color. a little uneven in the finish. Here's Butterfly Party foiled. It's really not much of a difference between the two types of application. Next is Desert Cloud, which is a deep bluish purple. This has larger chunks of glitter in it, and foiled. So again, a stunning color, but you're gonna have a hard time getting this to apply evenly onto the skin. So next is Raindrop. This is a metallic teal color. And here's that color foiled. It performs much better. The finish is a lot more even, although I did make sure to put a lot of the pigment onto the brush to try to get this even finish here. And last is Moss Garden. And this is a metallic silver green color. Again, very chunky and large silver glitters in the jar. And it bunches up here, as you can see. Here's that color applied with a damp brush. It's a little more lighter in green color. And not as bunched up in finish as it was dry. Lastly, we have the two nail colors releasing with this collection. These are now $16 each. The color on the left is Midsummer's Dream. The color on the right is Playday. So first I'm applying Midsummer's Dream. This is a very pale pink color. Definitely want to add more than one coat to even out the finish. Here is a second coat applied. This does have a cream finish, but unfortunately I think we may need even further layers just so that the application isn't splotchy. Alright, here's coat number 3. So you definitely, unfortunately, need 3 coats of this polish to really get an opaque and even finish. And last, we have Playday. Which is sort of an orangey apricot color. Again, cream finish, which is kind of like a jelly finish, but it is definitely not opaque on the first layer or even on the first layer, so we're going to have to apply another coat. All right, here is coat number 2. And I think 2 coats will do it with this color. You might need to apply 3. And as it dried, it did get a little more uneven in finish, so here is a 3rd coat. Alright, so there is Playday. Alright, so there you have MAC's Vera collection, releasing February 16th in stores. If you have any questions, please put them in the bottom bar, or you can go to the blog, read all of the reviews, and look at all the in-depth photos and swatches, and you can leave comments on the blog also. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.